Today's model is an affordable 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom, over 1,600 square foot, all in for lower 300s. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another episode of Orlando Home Show, where strategy matters, passion rules. And guys, I am back again in Lake Alfred, showcasing a beautiful 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,662 square foot home in a community with no CDD and a very low HOA of just $70 a month. They don't have a lot of amenities, but they do have a kids play area. It is in one of the areas which has really good schools. It's very affordable. The base price of this house is $309,990, just $10 short of $310. Don't ask me why, but that's just the way they do it, and it kind of boggles me, but hey, it is what it is. Now, if you're not sure about where Lake Alfred is, I'll be doing a video of this area very, very soon on Orlando Living, so make sure to check that out. The lot size is 50 by 115. The lot price is anywhere from $5,000 to $11,000, depending upon if it's a corner lot or if it's a retention pond lot, so that's what it really depends upon. You can actually buy this house with all in for like $320 with some upgrades. The first thing you're going to notice is that you have this nice pad for your 2-car garage, so you can post 2-car over here, and then you also have a 2-car garage. I love the front elevation. You have this beautiful coach lights right there. Now they don't have a stone elevation in this community, so if that is something you want, but they do have a different elevation because every builder has different kind of elevations. Most of the time it's the stone with the extra window or something, but in this community it's pretty basic for the price, but you will get a really nice, good flowing house. And I say this all the time, it's the flow of the house that really matters. So you have this nice walkway. I love the color. Most of their homes in this community are like really like a green color, brown, red, and this one is a nice blue sky. What a beautiful day it is to shoot. So let's go inside and check rest of this model out. Hello, and welcome to another beautiful model. Now guys, this is not a decorated model, and what I'm trying to do is trying to get to most of the models that the builder is building in this community and in other communities, because the builders are going to build 10 different models, but they will only have 1 or 2 decorated models for you to walk. And I have had clients that have been asking for different models so that they can see how the house flows, because if you are like me, I understand the flow on the chart, but what I really want is the touch and the feel, because if I don't walk, it comes sometimes a little bit difficult for me to know, and especially if it's only a 1,662 square foot home, what I really want to see is how the house flows. The first thing you're going to notice is this door, which is a standard feature with this window. Your ceiling height is about 8'8", and then this is the upgraded tiles. Now you do get, for the base price, the basic tiles, but for $16,000 more, you can have some upgrades. And if you look at it, $16,000 in upgrade, $310,000, $5,000 for your lot. When you combine all that, you take the credit, like you use the $20,000 that they're giving you credit. And by the way, guys, right now, if you are looking to buy, the best bet is on an inventory home. There are 2 different kind of inventory home. There's a quick move-in inventory home like this. This is the house, this is the end price. The builder are going to be much more willing to offer you more subsidies. Like in this house, they're what particularly doing is they're also buying down your interest rate on top of $20,000. Or you can actually use some portion of that depending upon your credit and how much money you are putting down. And in some cases, they will give you some appliances. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, if you are looking to build a brand new home anywhere in Central Florida and Tampa area, this is a great resource. So please do us a favor, press that thumbs up button, and don't forget to follow us on TikTok and also on Instagram. Our handle is dguptaorlando. So we're doing all things, bringing you content. We're also putting some YouTube shorts. So please like and subscribe. We would really appreciate it. And if you're not sure about where should I be living in Central Florida, Tampa areas, we have a channel called Orlando Living with D, and that's where I talk about communities, shopping, hospital. We go into the suburban areas. We talk about schools. We talk about everything so that you can decide which area would be better. So you have the 2-bedroom up front with a bathroom. So let me go ahead and show you this bedroom right over here. pretty good size. You know, you have this nice big window overlooking the front of your house. This is actually an upgraded carpet for the $16,000 that I was talking about. You have a light over here. So if you are a family of husband, wife, and a small kid or 2 kids like in my, this is a good starter home, because when you look at the rents in Central Florida, Tampa area, they've gone up quite high, and based upon what you're doing, because one way or the other, you're still going to end up buying a house. The difference is it your house or your landlord house? What you really need to know, and the question that you really need to ask yourself is, hey, can I afford this payment? And will I be able to get this house for what I'm already paying now? And you need to ask those questions rather than what the interest rate is. Yes, interest rate is important, but when the market shifts and when things changes, 3 things will happen with interest rate. Either they'll go up, and if they go up, you'll be happy that you bought it at a lower rate. They will probably stay stable as they had been. Now the signs are that they're going to be between 6 and 7, or they will go down. And if they go down, and if it makes sense, you can always refinance. The point I'm trying to make is get off that renting trend that you've been on for years to be able to buy your own place, because whichever way you cut it, you know, with the appreciation, depreciation, everything else, you're building your stuff. Real estate is something that you buy and then you wait. You don't just wait to buy, because you got to live somewhere in the meantime. Hope this makes sense, and put in the comment below if you may or may not agree with me, which I completely understand, but that's just my take on it. I'm a big advocate of home ownership. You want to be able to have that. So you have this nice closet space. Not a big fan of these the way they are, but this one is a little bit better because I just realized they don't have that middle groove. It's kind of right in there. Because I've seen the older ones, they have this groove right in the middle, and then the roller from this thing always is popping out. But the worst one is the one that are split in the middle, and then you push it out, and then as soon as you push it out, they're just falling on you. But that's just me. I guess I use too much power. And as I come over here, this is where your first bathroom is, or your secondary bathroom is. You have the undermount sink. The upgrade is in regards to the faucet that you see here, and also the thickness of your quartz here. That's an upgrade. You will regularly get a thin quartz, but this is something you will get with that upgrade. Also, the upgrade is in regards to the cabinet color and the tiles, but the biggest upgrade is the shower tub combination with this tile right over here. Your standard is going to include the fiberglass with the tub, but this is way better for the price that you have. And then you also have the backsplash, which I'll point it out. And then as I go across, you have the other bedroom right here. Pretty comfortable size for both bedrooms. Now guys, remember, it's only 1,662 square foot, and it's not the square footage, it's the flow of the house. As you walk in, you have a bathroom, 2 bedrooms. If it's just you, your husband, a small kid, you could use the first bedroom as an office space. I would have loved to get extra light if that's what you want to do, or maybe get a good chandelier or a good light, especially when you work out of it. But you have this nice big window right at the front bedroom, bringing in a good amount of light. And then you have the same one over here. The lot size is 50 by 115. It's big enough to build a small pool, but it's not really that big. You know, anything for a decent sized pool would be 60 by 120 is the standard size that I would suggest, because when you have that, then you have a little bit of yard and a decent sized pool. But with something like this, which I'll take you in a moment, you know, you can either have a yard or a pool. You can't have both because there's no room left. Similar kind of the closet space with this, you know, it's a little bit deeper than the other one, but still comfortable with the upgraded carpet. And then as I go over here, you have your laundry area right over here, right besides the garage. Comfortable size. Now you are not going to be getting washer, dryer, refrigerator. That is something that you have to pay extra. That is not to say that if they have an inventory home, they may or may not be willing to throw. One of the things that is still happening in the market right now is that there is still some logistics problem. You know, the builders are kind of having some difficulties in trying to securing that. I just helped my client buy a home, and they were not able to give the washer, dryer, or the refrigerator, but we were able to negotiate over $5,000 for all of those appliances. It was an inventory home. And like I said, inventory home is where you're going to be able to get a better deal. There are 2 kind of inventories. There's quick move-in, like the one that I'm showing you today. And then there is the one where all the structural thing is done. They will take you to the design center. You can see, hey, this is the tile I want. This is the cabinet color I want. You can do those selections. So right over here, you have this nice closet space. It's right from the garage. Like as you come out of the garage, it's right there. So this could be a nice space to store things right over here. And then this is a 2-car garage. What I want to point out is that it is a construction. It's a CBD block construction on the first floor. You have the attic entrance right over here. And then this one is a little bit, the way it's done, you have this water heater right over here with this pole kind of basically giving you an idea to not kind of drive all the way through. But the other thing that I want to point out, when you buy a brand new home, most of the time the builder is going to leave you some of the backsplash, the tiles, some of the paint, so that, you know, when you move in and you need to do some touch-ups or stuff, or some touch-ups and stuff that they need to do, they have a little bit of stuff left over there for you. So things like this is nice because you have the right color codes and everything. So if you want to change that, or if something happens while you're moving in and you scrape the drywall and you need to do the paint, then you probably easily could do that. And then as I go here, this is your kitchen. What I love is that you have this space. This is the simple plain white subway white tiles as backsplash. They look really nice. I like that you have this whole sink right there. 60/40 is sometimes they'll do, but in this community this is a standard feature. And also the thickness of the quartz, which I mentioned, is an upgrade along with the color. And then you have this coffee station, wine station, whatever you want it to be. But what I like is that you have this nice closet space. Believe it or not, this closet space is a little bit bigger than the closet space for a 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathroom model that we did in the same community. Now this is a really nice community. It's located very conveniently to all the exits. There's a lot of development coming in this area, guys. And once you buy and you stay here for a while, you'll be able to get more appreciation because the school district over here is much better as compared to the other areas in Polk County. So it's very convenient. The other thing that I want to mention is that you have this space right here. And I like this. It's not a flex space, but it's like a semi-private dining area right here overlooking your patio area right there, which is a standard feature in this specific model as of right now. So that is something to keep in mind. You have this nice big window bringing a good amount of light. But the other thing that I want to point out is right over here, you have these extra lights. But then you also have for your cable and stuff, you have something like this. So you don't see the cable, it's kind of pulled through this and it's going from there to there. It's right there. You put your TV, you have this nice big window looking at your patio area. Very open right there. And this is what I'm talking about. There's not a lot of dead space with 1,662 square foot. It flows well. You come over there, you have the bedrooms up front. So while you're living here, you're going to have your relatives come out of the woodwork because you're just about an hour away to Tampa and to Orlando and to all the theme parks. So you're right in the middle, and depending upon what time of the day, you're not very far from all the Central Florida tourist spots that it has to offer. So just keep that in mind. Let me go ahead and take you outside to show you this nice patio area. And yes, you can actually screen this patio area later on. That is something you could do. And in terms of your lot, this is where your lot line goes up to where you see this pole right there and that little sign. So it goes all the way over here. So you can't build a huge pool, but you can build a decent sized pool, but then you're not going to have a lot of space for your yard. And if yard space is important for you, that is something to keep in mind because you know you got to give and take. It's a matter of choice what really makes sense and what really does not make sense for you and your family. So that is something to keep in mind. So let's go ahead and look at the master bedroom and look at the size of this master bedroom. It's not huge, but for a 1600, and I say this all the time because I want you to really realize until you kind of walk in, you know, it's like 16 or 17 or 1800, until you walk into the space, you really don't get an idea of how the house flows because sometimes, you know, the way they do the floor plans, it just has to make sense. It has to be proportionate and it just has to flow well. And this house really flows well. They have another model, which is actually a 4 bedrooms, 2 bathroom. We're going to be posting that soon if it's not released. And it's only about just a little shy over 1900 square foot with a 4 bedrooms, 2 bathroom. Similar kind of floor plan with an extra bedroom, but it also flows very, very well. And it's a true split floor plan where you have the master bedroom all the way at the back. Your other bedrooms are up front with the laundry in between. So it gives you a little bit more privacy. But I really like that you have this space. I love the lot, the way it's located, looking at the retention pond and the kids play area. And this is where you have your master bathroom. And the upgrade is in regards to the color of the cabinets, the tile. These tiles are a little bit darker. Your regular tiles are a little bit lighter. And then your color for your cabinet is just your regular wood stain color. I like the undermount sink, but I also like that you have the 2 undermount sink right over here. And then you have this walk-in shower, which is an upgrade with this tile and a nice transom. If you don't have that, you're going to just have the walk-in shower with the fiberglass at the back, and you won't have this little niche right over here, but you will have that transom right here. It doesn't really have a water closet area, but you know, I mean, like for a home like this, you know, if they put a door right there, it's going to make the bathroom look really small. So it's kind of still okay, it kind of goes with the flow. And then look at the size of your closet. I mean, like, this is a really nice big closet, and this is where my space is right there. They have this nice cavity right there. So you have really good space. Let me know what you think, and remember, the base price of this house is $309,990. If you are looking to buy, please give us a call. We would greatly appreciate that, and our services to you is absolutely free. So when you give us a call, you'll be talking to somebody from our team. Their job is to connect you to the right agent. We so greatly appreciate you watching our channels. Make sure, if you are only speaking, or you know of somebody that only speaks Spanish, make sure to check out Orlando Home Show in Espanol that Anna runs. We do the same model in Spanish. And then we also have Orlando Living. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok, because we are TikToking, and also Instagram, and we are also posting some reels. Our handle is at @dgupta Orlando. So please make sure to follow us, and please forward our information to anybody that may be looking. And don't forget to comment. Hopefully this makes a lot of sense and brings you a lot of value. Until the next community video, thank you for watching. Bye for now.